I can't imagine tinkering with technology. That sounds like hell on earth. All the lights in the bedroom come on. You cannot do lights in the bedroom. Like, that will kill me. I would run and cry. Oh, I could cry. Ooh, God, that made me emotional. That's weird.
If I don't have some way to create something, I go insane.
I need a hobby. I'd be like, ah. You said you weren't going to do it anymore, and you did it to me again today.
You are going to love this automation. Watch. Welcome to the Wife Approved podcast. I'm Shane.
And I'm Caroline.
Let's go. I figured today we could talk a little bit about some of the smart home tech and stuff that you maybe appreciate. And then stick around because we actually got some follower questions and we're going to, we got a couple questions. It's going to be a regular segment. I think if we get some questions each week, we'll have a little segment at the end where we answer questions about tech, smart home tech, marriage, family, any of that good stuff.
Kids.
I don't know if we'll have the answers, but we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll try. What have you been up to this week? First of all, anything good going on?
I don't know about good. I mean, it's a good week. I'm alive and breathing, but
Yeah.
I feel like it was back to school week for us, and that is always chaos.
That's right.
And I have a full-time job, so throw that in there. Our daughter cheers, so we got all the practices back. She's got some late night practices across town.
Yeah, back to school.
Back to school week's been a little hectic, plus just your
Kind of
work
always
stuff.
is, getting back into the swing of
But
things.
just being a mom, still got to cook and shop and on top of everything else. So it's been a busy week.
I don't know if I can say this. We are hoping you're going to quit your job one of these days.
Yeah, he's been pushing. Boss, I'm sorry.
I don't know if the boss is watching.
Oh, no, he
We're
might
in
watch.
trouble. We have to cut this out.
No. He knows. You told him. He's pushing. I don't know. We'll see if I can pull the trigger.
Yeah, that was another reason we talked in the last podcast about kind of what we're excited about and why we're starting this podcast. Yeah. And not that it's for hopefully we'll get some sponsors and stuff like that at some point, but I don't think we'll make a bunch off of that or anything. Really, it's more starting this. One of the things I think you kind of wanted was just to have something to focus on, like a new project. You already help out so much on the YouTube side, like behind the scenes with me, but I think having another project that you could focus on is something you needed to quit your day job, right? Didn't you say that before?
Well, I might have said that in the beginning, but I think I'm so busy with behind the scenes YouTube stuff that honestly, this intimidated me a little bit just to be one more thing. I don't know if I needed this to quit. I think I'm so busy with you, the talent. I don't think I needed that. I just think this is something hopefully that'll be fun or something to look forward to.
Yeah. Well,
and again, just kind of open up your life, our life a little bit. And, again, like I said in the last one, just provide some kind of value.
I know you did say that at one point. I'm not making that up.
I think I was talking about real estate. Remember? Because we were thinking about Airbnbs and doing all that. And then I could manage those. But
no, you were talking about the podcast.
Oh, whatever. I don't remember that. I must have been drinking wine.
That's a possibility. So let's talk about some of the smart home stuff today. That's always kind of fun. And the few times I've had you on the YouTube channel to talk and stuff, that's what we're talking about. That's what my YouTube channel is about. It's always kind of interesting, I think, when you're doing stuff. I'll tell you about some of the projects I'm working on now, and then some of the stuff that I want to do. And this podcast is probably going to be a good thing because if it wasn't for us sitting here doing this, you would probably have just walked into the bedroom one day and experienced something. You have
another bedroom.
That sounded like kind of. I was not going for that.
That's every Friday.
No, one of the things I've been wanting to do, so we did just do.
There's another bedroom project?
Well, here's the thing. We did recently do the bedroom lighting.
Yeah.
Which was wife approved.
Yes.
You really love that.
I do, until you accidentally cut an automation on after I'm already asleep. Anyway, keep going.
I didn't do it. We're not going to go into that. So we've got all the new lighting set up. So we did, it's pretty much all Govee lighting in there. It was awesome. I've got lighting under the bed. We've got some new sconces. What else? Backlighting behind the TV. There's a light behind the headboard. It all looks really cool, really, really nice. You can change the colors. I like to really just keep it like a warm, kind of a warm white tone in the evenings or whatever, just to, I don't know, just, it's just kind of.
Well, we had bad lighting in there. It was seriously just a fan.
You can use it for functional lighting too, which has been nice, just bright white. But I like to, in the evenings, to have it kind of like a warm, just kind of sets a good vibe for the room. Anyways, I am sick and tired of walking around and stumbling in the dark. And I have wanted to do motion-based automations in our bedroom forever, and I've not done it.
Jane, I hate automations. I hate the ones you have set up now that don't work or that sometimes act crazy. Like, seriously, the other night I was asleep. I'd taken my magnesium, like, out. Like, told y'all it was a busy week, out. He comes to bed after me, and he comes in. He's loud, number one. Number two, all the lights in the bedroom come on. The wall lights, the light strip, the TV light strip, every single light in the bedroom came on. So, you know, like if someone stumbles into something and makes a noise, you're like, oh, what was that? Oh, it's just Shane. You go back to sleep. But when all the lights come on.
Hold on. Rewind. If somebody stumbles in the room and makes a little noise, and what was that reaction? Oh, it's all right. You've never reacted like that.
That is not true.
You pop out of the bed like
I don't say anything.
What's her name on The Exorcism?
That is not true.
And rip. Yeah.
That is not true.
Okay, continue.
That is not true. I have not done that to you this week.
You will huff and puff and toss and turn.
I'm asleep. I don't know what I'm doing anyway. Yeah. You cannot do lights in the bedroom. Like, you just can't. Like, that will kill me.
I want the lights to come on when I walk in the bedroom. What lights? Any light. It can be just the light underneath the bed so I don't stumble. That ain't going to wake.
I'm so mad at you right now.
That ain't going to wake. That's not going to wake you up.
Yes, it is.
Just on my side.
Just on your side might not be that bad.
See, I've thought about all this.
If you pick your stuff up off the floor, you wouldn't be tripping. It's the same route.
All right. I'm not going to go
Shoes.
There. Yeah. Okay. Well,
whatever. I'm tired of tripping on stuff and stumbling in the middle of the night. I can't pick up my clothes and my shoes.
Sometimes it's your stuff. Sometimes it's your stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Like a suitcase maybe, but it's usually on my side. Like, I get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night too, or whatever. I'm not over here tripping on stuff. I know the path.
So anyways, I've thought about it all. This has been years. I've been wanting to, like a smart home. When you think of a smart home, that's what you think of.
No.
Walking into a room and the lights coming on automatically. That's like the most basic thing. I just haven't been able to do it.
Automation. Yeah, everybody's different. Some people may you love them. I cannot stand automations. I like it to be smart, but I want to control it.
I'm not saying nothing anymore. This podcast from now on is going to be the aftermath of all the new projects. I'm not announcing any new projects before they happen.
What did you expect? You knew coming into the bedroom was going to be.
I know. And that's probably why I haven't said anything yet. But I've thought about this. I've got it in my head how I can do this without pissing you off.
Okay.
It
better be 1% light. 0.5.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm going to wait. Don't make me mad, though, because when you make me mad, I'm turning them all.
You are not allowed to use a smart home against me when you're mad. That is so mean.
Yeah, no, I've thought about everything. So, like, I've tried to figure out all the different use cases, how this could work. So sometimes, like I said, it's me staying up till, 1, 2, sometimes even later in the morning, coming in there late at night. Those are the hard ones because I'm always so tired when I do that. And so it's like we'll probably have to tie in the door contact sensor and all these different things. But I've got these.
Pray for me.
I ordered these new bed sensors that I can put under each side of the bed, and they're supposed to work really well. I've seen a couple of videos on them. I haven't tried it yet, but I can use those as conditions for any automation that I create in there. So, if a door, just for example, if a door opens or whatever in the middle of the night and either one of those bed sensors is active, meaning somebody's in bed, then it'll only light up like the bottom light strip at 1% or whatever. You
That's
know
going
what I
to
mean?
make you mad if it lights up when I have to go out to get some Advil or something.
It won't. I mean, that's the whole point. Is if it can tell that I'm in bed, it's not going to be enough to wake me up, but it'll be enough to be able to, not trip.
I feel like
over
you're
all
going
your
to be
stuff.
grumbling too, believe it or not. You're
You
going to
think
hate
it's
your
gonna
own
make me mad?
automation. Yeah, like if for whatever reason you go to bed early or I have to get up to get medicine or a drink or something, I can't wait.
Well, maybe that's why it doesn't.
Maybe I will start venturing out a little.
Maybe that's why it doesn't annoy me because to me it's a challenge. If that were to happen, it might annoy me in the moment, but then I would be like, okay, how can I improve this automation? Like something's not working just right.
You better not be mean to me.
It's a challenge,
You better not be mean
Be
to me.
mean to you? Why would I be mean to you?
When I go out the room and the light cuts on,
I could never be like, I could never be mean to you for something that I set up.
Okay. All right. See, this is recorded, y'all. So good luck.
But I have another new project that you are aware of is the garage project. So I'm pretty excited about that. What do you think about that whole project? I haven't really talked to you much about it.
I'm glad it's like the hard part, aka cleaning it up, is done. That was so stressful, and you were projecting your stress onto me.
Really?
Oh my God.
Well,
you were like, and I knew you get
out.
like this. Yes. You get so like, that's why I like projects. You get like so worked up, and you start like projecting it out, and you do it to yourself. I don't know. It's just like
mean?
you get so wound up, and you're overwhelmed. I mean, that's what happens to me too when I have like a lot of things on me, but you get so wound up, and
I think it must have to do with like, as far
you
as
act
getting
like it's
wound
like,
up.
I don't think you're trying to, but you act like the mess in the garage, it feels like the mess in the garage is like my fault,
Oh, I don't think I was trying to say that.
No, you didn't say it, but that's like what it feels like. And I'm like, it's just as much it's your stuff too. Actually, kind of your stuff that was everywhere. Mine was at least contained.
The garage was a hot mess.
The garage, I like the storage, I guess. It's kind of hard to get to. So like, I'm still going to like need your help to get to it. That kind of sucks. I can't just like put stuff up myself or, because I have to ask you to do it.
Yeah, that is annoying. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. No, most of the stuff, so there is so much storage now. So not just up in the loft area. So we had a loft built because it's like a almost two-story garage, really high ceilings. So we had a loft built. You do still need a ladder to get up there. But most of the stuff that's up there is stuff that we really don't need to access too often. But I was going to say there's so much storage now. Like I'm realizing since I've started putting everything up the last couple of days, like even down on the main floor, all those cabinets. I mean, we've got tons of cabinets in there now that.
No, we just don't. I mean, we got rid of
open. So it's awesome.
We got rid of the junk though. I mean, I'm not going to probably have anything that goes in there unless it's like fertilizer or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm excited though to have all that storage.
And after you fell off the ladder, I'm not gonna even try.
Oh, you had to bring that up so everybody knew about that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Y'all, I do not bother him when he's like fiddling or tinkering. I just leave him alone. And homeboy fell off the ladder from the loft, like from the top.
Yeah.
Onto
Fell off the ladder, not off the loft.
Off the ladder onto the concrete, and I had no idea. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything fall. I didn't know till he came in later, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like you could have broke your neck. No one would have believed me."
Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't hear a 6 foot, 100 whatever pound man fall down with these 2 chairs. No, I did not hear it.
Yeah.
Typically, I'll shut the laundry room that goes to the garage so I don't hear all the noise out there. I think that door was shut. I'm glad you're okay. That was really scary. I mean, not being funny, that scared me.
It scared me. Like, I won't lie. Yeah. I mean, I'll admit it. It happened. I don't even know. I wasn't doing anything crazy or stupid.
You didn't have on flip-flops?
I had been up. No, I wasn't wearing flip-flops either. I had been up and down that ladder probably 50 times that morning. And fortunately, like I had pushed like for storage, some really heavy things up on that loft, prior to me falling there. And thank God I wasn't carrying anything like super heavy or crazy. I did have 2 of the
you just had like beach chairs.
It was like 2 fold up it's like the fold up chairs, you know, for
Yeah.
like a picnic or something. And yeah, the ladder just tilted over, and I was at the very top of it. I tried to grab the loft. Like,
Was the camera set up?
No,
Please.
that's the first thing Macy, our daughter, asked.
Oh, she's my child.
If it was on camera. No, I didn't have the camera recording out there. I do have one now out there recording everything. So if I fall off the ladder again in the garage, it will be recorded.
I will be sharing it if he's okay.
Yeah, no, that one actually, like, I've done some dumb things, but that one actually scared me pretty good for a second, you know, because I was pretty high up there, and I was at the very top. I tried to grab the loft, and I was just going to dangle there.
See, like,
yeah. I mean, it was like happened so fast, but it's slow motion at the same time, you know, and I tried to grab it, and then, you know, I kind of turned a certain way when I knew I was falling, and, you know, being just on that hard concrete floor. Yeah, I mean, if you fall directly on your tailbone, or
I've actually had an issue with that before.
Yeah, if I would have got tangled up or fell on my head.
That's painful. Your tailbone.
Oh well, yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
But if I would have fell on my head or something, I'd have been knocked out.
You'd have been dead. You'd broke your neck. You'd have died, and I'd have been in this house, like not even knowing that. That'd be so horrible.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I think you need I think we need like a spotter. You know, I don't think you should get up there again like that. That was bad. Yeah, not well.
I mean, not just for basic things.
You're not leaving me with these kids and a grandbaby.
I mean, I'm not calling somebody every time I need to go get up and down that loft, but you know, maybe if I'm trying to move something heavy, like your freaking 1,000-pound Christmas tree or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get some help or something for that, or a spotter. Yeah, the garage is nice. I'm liking how it came out. I don't think I told you either. I did a like behind the scenes video. Okay. I posted it on YouTube.
Already? I'm surprised you did that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to post a full video on it, the whole project, but you know, it's just taking a while to get everything done.
That was a huge project, like in general.
It was. And I'm still working on all the smart home tech and everything like that, but people have been asking about it in the live stream, so I did a little behind the scenes video. And
yeah, so if you don't follow him on YouTube, the garage project is making the garage smart, but it's also going to be like another studio for him to film and unbox and stuff. So he's taken over yet another space in the house, which is what I was talking about earlier. But
well, it was just a black hole before that.
Yeah, it was just a junk. It just was so much junk. I mean, we had young kids, you know. We our oldest is a boy, so his dirt bikes coming in and out, bicycles, fishing rods. I mean, it was just a typical.
Oh, and
garage.
somebody posted a comment on YouTube, I think, and they said something about it being a U.S. thing, and found it, I don't know, interesting or whatever, that they said in Europe they use garages for cars, you know, as a garage.
That's what we're supposed
to use them. But I guess, I don't know if maybe it's an American thing to make it like another space, and others do it. I know others do it. You know, we got friends that like hang out in their garage and stuff too.
I think per our HOA rules, we are not allowed to park in our driveways. We're supposed to park in the garage. We're about to have to expand our driveway. So
HOA is going to have to be okay, because that's what I was going to say is we can't fit either one of our vehicles in that garage.
I thought for sure that the Lexus would fit in there.
Yep. Your new vehicle will not fit. My truck definitely won't fit. I wasn't even going to try that.
Really weird.
Try to fit yours, and it's because it's like a 2-story kind of thing. There's a bunch of stairs that lead up to the door that goes into the house, and that's the reason we can't fit. I mean, you could probably.
Yeah, so this is not our fault.
No, it's not our fault. We can't. You know,
yeah,
like
HOA
you can get
that.
Like if we didn't build this house, but if you build a house or whatever, you can get like maybe like 3 extra feet extended, or probably however much you wanted. Make it deeper. But yeah, because of those stairs, you're not fitting anything other than like a Honda Civic in there.
Yeah, but I never knew that, you know, because I guess we never even tried. I thought we never parked my Traverse in there.
I feel like the Traverse might have been able to fit in there. I think it was probably a little smaller.
Yeah, like a little roller
I don't know.
skate.
It's just been a black hole of. It's just been a disaster area for years now. So really nice to be able to do something with it. We'll probably record some videos and stuff down there, and
you definitely will be. You better.
Yep, I'm gonna move my 3D printer.
You better.
3D printer was actually sitting right behind me. I'm gonna move that down there, and it'll just be a fun place to work on things. So I guess you'll never go out there still, huh?
Nope.
All right, let's do some questions. This is going to be a new segment we'll do here on the podcast. So I'll have an area on the website that you can check out. So check the show notes or down in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and you'll be able to submit questions, I think, that way for future episodes. But let me pull up some of these here. And I don't know how we're going to do this moving forward because you don't know about these questions at all so far. And are we going to do one question per episode, or you want to do multiple
Should
questions?
do more than one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Just
we have
don't
a
go
couple.
off on a tangent. Right?
Okay. So this time she has not seen these questions. We'll answer a couple. So I posted this actually on my YouTube, and we got a couple questions from our members. First question: how does Caroline deal with no response and delayed actions from things like voice commands and smart buttons?
Should you answer that? How do I deal with it?
Yeah. Shane, it's not working.
Basically. They never work, though. Siri hates me.
There's usually a few more curse words wrapped up in there, I'd say.
What? No.
Or if she's just talking to the voice assistant, i.e. the home pods, she'll just start. That is funny. I've been working in my office before in my studio here, and I hear you literally just screaming at a home pod, cussing.
Yeah, because she doesn't listen.
So
And you think that's hilarious.
usually she deals with it by yelling to me that something's not working. And then it's my job to try to fix it.
That's right. You did this.
Oh, this was a good one. So I was trying to find this one. Okay, so Nelson T asked, he said, my question is mainly for Caroline as a wife of a home automation enthusiast. How do you really feel, all caps, when Shane spends hours on end trying something new or tinkering? Does it bother you that he doesn't spend more time with you? On my side, it's hard to tell. My wife doesn't say anything, but is curious to know why I spend so much time on it. And when I explain, she just walks away confused.
Oh, gosh. Yes, it definitely used to bother me, I think, more because I guess I wasn't used to it. You remember me talking to you about it in Charleston?
About the smart home stuff specifically?
Do you remember? It was a trip we were in Charleston. I think we were drinking. So I think I got like emotional about it. But you definitely love it. So it doesn't feel like a job to you. So you like, sometimes you'll just be like, all in. Like he only comes out for food and water and bathroom. But, I definitely think, you know this, we've talked about this. You used to definitely like throw yourself into it. And it did used to bother me, but I think
is that YouTube or is that smart home? Or is it hard to differentiate?
It's hard.
Probably.
I don't know what you're doing up here, right?
I guess it could apply really to
it
either.
is. I mean, if he's tinkering, maybe he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but if you're tinkering with something like either a product or YouTube or editing or, you're up here fiddling. It did used to bother me. I cried. I think I talked to him about it. This was like years ago. And then he tried to do better. I think he tried to cut work off. I think
to do better.
Even now, I think you talked about this weekend, like you got to get better about just cutting it off and coming down. Because I do think spending time with like your spouse is important. I'm just used to it now. I don't know. I'm pretty like low maintenance. I don't know. I think it was just a big adjustment then because I was used to seeing you around and downstairs more. I think now I'm just used to it.
Yeah. So I think I'll add on to that. So for communication is definitely the key. So I get wrapped up in my projects and stuff, and I'm a creator. I always have been. So even before YouTube and smart home stuff, I was always pretty much working or tinkering with some kind of projects late at night, all hours of the night. It was always something, When YouTube came and when I really committed to YouTube, and I shouldn't say took off, but when I committed to YouTube, I had to build that whole thing on the weekends and in the evenings as like the only way to really be consistent and to build something when you're working full time. And so I
have 2 kids.
Yeah. And it was,
Yeah, I cried.
It's kind of crazy, So I was definitely spending a lot of time doing that. And it's a lot harder doing something like that you have to do. Well, I say I have to do, but I mean, I had kind of a vision, something I was trying to do. And to me, I was committed to it. So yeah, that wasn't necessarily tinkering with smart home, but a lot of it was because I was doing smart home for YouTube. So yeah, it was just a communication thing. I'm sure when we talked about it, I was like, okay, well,
Yeah, I think you felt really bad.
yeah, I was like, obviously this is important to her. I gotta,
yeah, I would say
do better.
prioritize her, communicate, and for her, like if she, like whether it's like one date night a week or whatever you can do, but for her also to communicate, like, hey, you want to go to dinner this night, or like kind of like plan it out. I don't know, but you definitely gotta like talk. I think we learned like communication is everything, to like talk about it. But it did used to bother me for sure. I'm used to it now. I'm not sure it's any better now or if I just got used to it. I think for a while you were doing really good about like cutoff times.
Yeah, I've noticed
you
lately,
slip in. It's because he loves it. It's like not work.
Yeah.
It's like he's having fun.
Well,
and I want him to have fun.
I'm sure like Nelson here mentioned too. I'm sure it's like a hobby. So
yeah, it is.
It's like anybody with a hobby, really. Especially I'm sure he's working full time. Maybe they got kids, maybe not.
I also like my chill time too. So again, I'm not like. I don't know. For it to have bothered me, it was bad. I'll say that. It must have been real bad because.
No, and I knew that. I think I knew that for you to say something was like, okay, like I'm definitely putting in.
Yeah, like because I like my alone time too. I like to go and do my thing. I like to see my friends. Like I do not mind being alone. So it was like real bad. And I guess it's just not real bad anymore, or maybe I'm just used to it.
I think you've gotten kind of used to it, and kind of how I am. I've just always kind of been that way with projects and stuff.
Well, you like to tinker with things and tech. That's how it started.
Yeah. I get bored just sitting around doing nothing. So I want to be working on something all the time.
Yeah. I love to just
and that's how the whole YouTube thing really started, was like, all right, this is something fun for me to do. I love doing this, and thank goodness that worked out. And I still love doing it. It's not like a job, but I do need to. I was going to say earlier that I go through these like patterns where like I'll consciously realize, all right, I got to do better about cutting it off. Because it's not good for you. Not working all the time.
Yeah.
I'll stay up, till it's like bedtime for kids and stuff, which they're teenagers now. Most of the time they're not trying to hang out with us anyways, but I'll work all the way up until dinner time or later on different things or projects. But then I'll do really good for like a couple months, 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6 months. I'll do really good, and I'll be doing like cutting off and do family. So it's something I have to constantly keep in check.
But it's not good for you. Like above like me, like even if it's like a hobby, your brain like needs to relax. Like you're in a constant state of tinker.
And I don't know if Nelson's if he takes it to the extreme as I have, because like we're talking kind of extremes. But I think some people like that get into this like home assistant stuff, especially like even if you're not doing YouTube and you're just working on your smart home, I could definitely see somebody tinkering with home assistant as much as I tinker with everything else or more.
I mean, I just think some couples are like used to spending like a lot of time together. And I don't know how old Nelson is, but especially I feel like when you're in your 20s and like you're young, you're like with each other all the time. Like I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, I think at first it got on my nerves, like his point was like, she's like confused as to like why he's doing it. It's like, does he not? And she's probably thinking like, because women are like, we have this like voice and we're like hard on ourselves. So she's probably thinking like he's avoiding her, or maybe she's like getting on his nerves, especially if they're like younger. I don't have a hobby, so I don't understand the whole hobby thing. Because I'm a mom and I have to cook and I have to clean and I have to, I don't like have time for the hobby. I have to like force myself to make time for the gym.
You do have time. You could have a hobby if you want.
I mean, realistically, it would just stress me out.
Just like I said, how busy I was with kids and all that stuff, and I still did it because I like it that much.
Yeah,
so you just would rather not.
Well, it would just be too much.
In your downtime, You want to lay in
turn
bed
off.
and watch Netflix or something.
I just want to
Which is
turn
fine.
off. Like I don't want to have to think so much. I just
Yeah.
gotta like cut it off.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I know.
But for women or men, if you don't have a hobby, it's hard to like understand that
Yeah.
too.
Well, and some people probably just don't
And some people take advantage of it. Like, let's just be real. There's probably some
use it to
husbands and
escape.
wives that do use it to escape. That
Well,
don't have good intentions, or they are avoiding a confrontation, or their wife or husband does get on their nerves. Like, you're right. I'm not saying like Nelson's doing that. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll be totally transparent. I've definitely used quote unquote work. I call it work, but YouTube or whatever, smart home stuff, tinkering. I've absolutely used that at times to avoid having to deal with whatever.
That's probably for the best.
Not to say I was avoiding you, but I mean, like we've had some rough moments, not like necessarily meaning our marriage, but just in life. I mean, we've had moments in our marriage too, but whether it's marriage or kids, like we went through some hell. We had some rough years there too. And like sometimes, like I think I've said this before, I think having YouTube to work on through some of those moments, some of those years was just like, was the only way I got through some of that. Like we had a lot of loss. Yeah. We had a lot of loss that we experienced.
I don't know how I got through that. Yeah. Because I didn't have any of that.
Yeah. I would use YouTube and tinkering and stuff as a way to escape from, whatever it is, pain, sorrow, life, I guess, which
I went to the
may
gym
not be
a
the
lot.
healthiest thing to do, but everybody's got their process.
I went to the gym a lot then. I remember like running, and I don't run unless something's chasing me. I do not like to run, hate it, loathe it. And I remember I would run and cry.
Crying?
Like, I was running and crying. I would run until I was like hyperventilating.
Oof.
Oh, I could cry.
Yeah.
Ooh. 2021 was rough, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
God,
a tough
that made me
year.
emotional. That's weird.
Yeah. I can get like that too. I mean, looking back at, that year in particular, that was a tough one to get through. But yeah, so you can use, I've definitely used it that way.
To your advantage, yes. Obviously,
to your advantage. But
Talk
he
about
says, I think she just doesn't understand and why you spend so much time on it.
It is annoying.
I would, and maybe just tell, if you haven't, maybe just tell her that it's a hobby. Like, cause I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you might not see it as a hobby. Smart home may not really seem like a hobby.
Like people that don't have hobbies don't really understand hobbies either.
Oh, really?
Right. Like everybody has a thing they like to do once a week, right? Or, something every day where someone's like it used to get on my nerves.
An obsession. Like I do get
it annoyed me. So just communicate and make time for her. That's what I would say. Maybe explain to her that you just love it and you're having fun, but
it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to just make time for her.
Like you said, that is a good point. If
I don't know if they have kids, but if you're leaving her with the kids to go tinker, I would be like.
Well, generally speaking, to what you said earlier about women and men, again, this is generalizations here, but I guess in general, women maybe think a little bit more and analyze more about stuff. So, if she's thinking that you're avoiding her or something, definitely just make it known that that's not the case. You just love tinkering with your smart home stuff or whatever. Like, that's just fun for you. It's not her. You just like doing this stuff. Because guys, at least for me, like, that thought would never even cross my mind. Like, that you're avoiding me or that I'm avoiding you or whatever. I wouldn't even think that.
Dude, I remember when you used to tell me that I should get a hobby, and that used to piss me off. Like some people just don't, I mean, for me, it was just like my kids, like moms will get it, dads, whatever. Like when you have kids, like there's a period of time. There is no time for hobbies for anyone. You're just hustling, trying to make money and survive. But I remember you speak, you need a hobby. I'd be like, oh, what do you mean? Like I had 2 kids by the time I was 23. Like what? Hobby? I guess I just didn't have the luxury, and it's my own fault, right? I had a kid young. I didn't have the luxury of like having time for a hobby. It was like all about him.
See, I think I understand that. I get that. Respect that. But like it's not really about having it's like not an option. And this, maybe it's the creative,
That's the creator in you.
creativity
It
part
is.
of me. It's not an option. Like you remember there was, years at one point where my daughter was really young, baby basically, and I was working at a box plant and, night shifts and just horrible, it sucked basically, but I had zero creative outlets during,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
the
would
creative
stay,
in
and
you.
I would like, if I don't have some way to create something, well, maybe it's a hobby, I don't know what you want to call it, but some form of creative outlet, to get it out, then I go insane. Like I remember staying up painting canvases and stuff,
And I did
and
not
like till
understand
4 in the
that.
morning.
I did not understand
Yeah.
that. And like, I mean, I don't know. I didn't understand that. It probably got on my nerves. But
Yeah.
I just let him do his
thing,
thing.
I won't tell you to get a hobby no more, but the last thing I want to hear is I'm bored. I can't stand that.
I don't
because
say that.
I don't think you do, but you probably
God,
have it.
like look at him.
You probably have
you
at
say
some point, but like
I do not say I'm bored.
I didn't
ever.
say you did. I didn't say you did.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sure
a kid thing.
You maybe have, or be like, I just need to get, like that too. Like we just need to get out the house or something like that.
Oh, that's the real thing.
That's a luxury for me, is that I never get bored because I always have something to do or tinker with. So that's the benefit. I don't have to ever leave the house. It's good to leave the house sometimes, but I don't have to.
I can't imagine tinkering with technology. That sounds like hell on earth to me. Like, do you understand? Like, there's like, we all have our like faults or our things we're good at and our faults, but like, I've realized like in my 30s, I would say that I don't want to, I'm like a dude. I do not want to read the directions for nothing. Like, I have this little thing I've ordered for our bathroom to try to like control your mess. Or whatever. Maybe you'll put things back in it and just make it look prettier in there, right? And it's in the Amazon box, and I have to unbox it before I miss my 30-day return window. But I do not want to read the instructions to put it together. Like it doesn't even have to be technology. Like I don't want to have to put anything together. I used to not be that way. Like I had to put Cubby's bike on his first Christmas together alone by myself. And I did it, and and it didn't really bother me, but I have no patience.
I wasn't
for
involved
that.
until he was about 2, maybe 3. So just for the record there, it's not because I just like skipped town on Christmas.
Yeah, he left me.
He is my stepson. Just to clarify that.
Sorry.
They're wondering, he's in there tinkering with something while she's having to put together this bike.
Oh, that would have been good. Why'd you have to add that? That would have been great. Anyway, that just is like pure hell.
Well, I feel that.
Me.
I mean, I don't like looking at directions either, but
yeah, but you tinker with all this stuff and you test it, and oh my gosh, better you than me.
Well, you do have to have a certain level of patience, and some people just don't have. I know some people just don't have the patience.
I don't.
I hear that from a lot of my friends.
I do not.
They don't want to mess with tech or anything because they just don't have the patience to. But it's part of it's to me. It's like a problem solving thing. I've always enjoyed like solving problems.
Problem solver. Yeah, I know you're a problem solver.
Yeah. All right.
God, we're going to be talking so much more to each other, babe.
Yeah, I feel like we went through, it was like a freaking therapy session almost right there.
I almost cried.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you lashing out at me and my
dude.
automations.
And you look, I was like, oh, in your videos, you make me out to look mean. And then you drop, like, again, he did it. So he said he wasn't.
We don't need to rehash it. We're trying to wrap up.
You said you weren't going to do it anymore, and you did it to me again today. But hey, live reaction. It's my bedroom. It's like a line.
You are going to love this automation. Watch. We're going to report back. You're going to say,
when are you doing this?
I don't know. It's on my list. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff going on, but
hopefully next year.
I've got all the stuff that I need for it. I just haven't set it up. I want to make a video about it too, but I just haven't done that yet. So we'll report back, and I think she's going to actually love this automation because I've been thinking about the wife approval factor from the get-go. I got everything that I need. I just got to get my conditions and the automation set up just right. And so it's going to always work perfectly. And you're going to one day say, I don't know how I ever lived without this automation.
Doubt it.
All right. With that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Drop a comment. Let us know what you want to see next, or leave us a question for us to answer in a a future episode. And if you enjoyed this, please give us a 5-star rating, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.